Doppler radar, sponsored by Homeland Bank. And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
We are tracking a few light showers and drizzle this morning on radar, so kind of keep the umbrella handy as you're stepping out the door. The funny thing is you probably won't even be needing that umbrella once you reach your destination, because most of the rainfall that we're seeing, it's going to be relatively brief. Here's a look at the radar, and you can see most of it just spotty and patchy. A little bit more activity kind of popping up down to the southwest. A little bit heavier in parts of Morehouse Parish near Bastrop. South Arkansas has started to clear up a little bit, but we still are dealing with some ongoing cloud cover. Here's a live look at the Creed Creek Doppler camera just outside the studio in West Monroe, and you can see the rain falling in the background, and it's just going to stay dreary like this throughout the morning going into parts of this afternoon. Temperatures have stayed mainly in the 70s. We're at 73 degrees at Monroe Airport. Dew points upper 60s. Winds have been calm mainly out of the south. Here's a look at the Doppler radar loop, and you can kind of see most activity in Arkansas has kind of calmed down some. It's kind of been following a line stretching from northeast Louisiana from west East Carroll Parish, stretching all the way down towards Bienville, Lincoln, and Jackson Parish for Ruston, and down further south than that. We could still see more of that popping up because of a weak frontal boundary that's kind of sitting up to our northwest, and really much of the deep south. There's just a lot of cloud cover. We got a lot of moisture-rich air. It's kind of just been flowing in from the Gulf, from the winds being out of the south, and they were windy yesterday, which has allowed these dew points to continue to rise. Temperatures have stayed in the 70s and upper 60s further north. At 8:14, we finally warmed to the 70s from El Dorado to Camden at 70. It's also in 70 in Ruston, 75 out towards Shreveport. We're at 72 up in Monticello. Dew points, they kind of speak for themselves, all right? Definitely a very moisture-rich environment. Even with the rain falling, these dew points are not going to be changing that much, as we will stay in the 60s and push into those 70s by this afternoon. Wind speeds have also calmed down some. They'll be seen between 5 to 10 miles per hour for this afternoon. Not expecting to be as windy as it was yesterday. And really all the rainfall we're expected today, just like how it's been the last 24 hours, it's just going to be traceable. 1 to maybe 2/100 of an inch of rainfall, might push 4 to 5/100 of an inch of rainfall, which is still not a whole lot to talk about, just kind of that traceable amount. Forecasted highs will be mainly in the lower 80s. We'll see some spots in southeast Arkansas kind of sit in the upper 70s for your daytime highs. Mowing forecast, not really ideal to do any type of yard work today and really through tomorrow. However, you could probably still get out and do whatever you need to do in between these showers, because like I was talking about, it's going to be kind of patchy and hit or miss. So moving forward with future tracker, we will see that frontal boundary hold up to the north. Winds will continue out of the south, allowing for a good flow of moist air into the area. Now, once we go into around Thursday evening, we will have that cold front move on through across southeast Arkansas, and it's going to be along that boundary layer where we could start to see some strong thunderstorms that could pop up. But really looking like the main threat is going to be gusty winds, maybe some small hail. Now, the frontal boundary will stall out, which will kind of prolong the more or less unsettled pattern that we're going to see that's going to last that much of this weekend. So as we finish out today, we will see some cloud cover continue. Some light patchy showers will be off and on with a reach into the mid-80s. Won't expect a huge warm-up today, as the sun really won't be out. Once we go later on to this evening, we'll continue with those chances of a few light showers and some light drizzle. More scattered activity possible south of I-20 during the overnight hours. Then as we get closer towards Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, we'll start to see more activity pop up, mainly in southeast Arkansas. But again, high winds and hail will be the primary threat, so kind of a lower end, as we do have a marginal risk that extends north of I-20. But again, that's the main threat, so we'll be looking at with that. Expecting a high of about 82 degrees for this afternoon. Tonight, temperatures will fall to the upper 60s. Tomorrow, we will be in the lower 80s still, with a chance of strong thunderstorms late that evening. This weekend, we'll continue with more showers and thunderstorms, falling to the upper 60s for highs. But by next Monday and Tuesday, the skies will clear, and we're back to the 80s next Tuesday. So that's it. Right back watching Fox 14 Morning News.